And now we move forward to the presentations of energy transition experts. The first, Agnieszka Ozga, Director of the Energy Transition Division, GAZ-SYSTEM. GAZ-SYSTEM in the energy transition. Good afternoon. Welcome. It's great to have so many of you still, because those final presentations at all conferences, they are really difficult because we never know who's going to attend. But energy transition seems to be of interest to you, and so I'm glad to see you here. I try to be short, talking about the activities that we've taken since the last year's GAZ-SYSTEM Forum. This year was a year of a very intensive work in many areas around the energy transition. Today, GAZ-SYSTEM has its priorities, and during today's event and any other meetings recently, gas is mentioned over and over again, and the energy transition and the role of gas in that process is vital. Gas is important. That will enhance Polish economy, and that will mean we'll use the resource that we know how to deliver to our clients. That's really music to our ears. Still, in this process, we can also see the role of other molecules: hydrogen, biomethane, CO2, and renewable energy sources, RES. And during my presentation, I will shortly cover those subjects. I am starting with the FSRU terminal, mentioned already many times. It's in execution in Gdańsk, but responding to dynamic changes on the market, to what's happening in Poland, but not only in Poland, the regional the region and its energy security Repower EU program supported by the EU. We can see a big demand, a big need to start the dialogue on increasing the regasification capacities. We started our open season, our assessment on September the 1st. It's in progress. We will keep you updated on the developments. If we plan any workshops or any meetings with participants, we are going to keep you posted. It's a very important investment. We stand a chance to put it in place to truly perform it in order to increase the regasification capacities and the levels for the benefit, for the local benefit and the regional benefit. Hydrogen, a lot has been happening about it. Maybe we are not that vocal about hydrogen. We speak more about the critical infrastructure and energy security. But the hydrogen area is key to me, to my team. As you know, you are in the gas hydrogen package transposition period. We have time until August 2026. But the amendment on the Energy Act helped us take certain steps to build the hydrogen architecture. And we took respective actions and steps. The first action was to apply to the Energy Regulatory Office, and that's how GAZ-SYSTEM became the hydrogen transmission system operator. We are now in the certification process, and we are also waiting for the derogation from splitting the two tasks. So hopefully we will become the operators for both gas and hydrogen. We are also working on the legal landscape. We run these activities in Poland, but also on the European platform. We are now in the process of creating an association uniting all the hydrogen transmission system operators, an equivalent to NSOC, but its name is going to be NNOH. This association to be established, we hope, in 2026, but we are very active in the pre-NNOH project. We already have elected the president, the management board, and the general director. So we are there. We are member of the management board, so our voice is heard. This year was also active as regards the dialogue with you. We finalized the study called the Hydrogen Map of Poland, and that's how we started bilateral relations with many study participants. We also organized the workshop in the first quarter of 2025. We invited all stakeholders for whom the development of the hydrogen market was important. Let me thank you on behalf of my team and myself for your commitment and engagement, because what you do supports our work enormously. The major step that we are planning right now is to prepare the first 10-year development plan for hydrogen. Paweł will tell us more. The first hydrogen 10-year development plan, planning the hydrogen infrastructure, responding to your needs. That's an element which is like a real starting point of our conceptual and study work. In our operations, what counts are international projects as well. We are involved in 2 of them. Nordic-Baltic hydrogen corridor, combining Finland, the Baltic states, Poland and Germany. And the other one is the Pomorski Green Hydrogen Cluster, both of them co-funded by CEF Energy and CEF RES, so we are appreciated by the European Union, the European Commission. Another big area of work recently is the decarbonization initiatives. Activities not necessarily related to gas of hydrogen. In this respect, we specifically mean biomethane. We have those elements, or you've heard today about the biomethane facility connections. You've heard about Lithuania, about the direct connections. In Poland, we think about the collective points. They are not going to be called this way, but they will get a new name, but they are like collective gas points. And we want to discuss this dialogue with the market on the subject of connection with the system differently than in this direct manner. We had our study and assessment held during the holiday season, so we drew conclusions on that basis. Another interesting element of discussions is the potential blend of natural gas and hydrogen in our network. It is an important topic. We've been talking and actually we've already started, in collaboration with other partners, we started an analysis of this project on the possibility of having this hydrogen and gas blend up to 2% hydrogen, of course. So this analysis is going to take us a couple of weeks or months, and probably you'll be interested in the outcomes, because this topic is going to be of interest to those who are interested in decarbonization. But it's also a topic of interest from the perspective of the gas parameters and biomethane parameters. We are involved in this project, and I hope next time we'll be able to provide you with the results. A new area that we get engaged to, that's the development of project for carbon storage and transmission. We have our strategy in that respect. The strategy didn't plan any large investments. It's rather supportive, regulatory, and analytical work. But it is an important topic, and many entities in Poland see the need to create the value chain for CCUSs in Poland, and for some see it as the only option for the decarbonization of products or activities. So we support this process. At the Ministry of Climate and the Environment, we signed the letter of intent together with other partners. And it's not just a letter, it's specific work. We work in various working streams on legislative changes. We also work on proposal for the country's strategy for CO2. We get involved in the dialogue with other partners on planning the infrastructures, and we also wait for certain decisions, administrative decisions, as regards the location of the storage facilities. It sounds complicated, but it is a very interesting subject, potent for the future. And the final element that I would like to communicate today, but I think it can be important for the potential of our collaboration, it's our own activities related to our own decarbonization. Right now, we carry out very intensive analysis on greening our production. Renewable energy for production for the LNG terminal. We think that in November we'll have the outcomes of our analysis and studies, and we'll be ready to take decisions on whether to construct our own renewable energy sources to feed the LNG terminal. It's a big installation, a big unit, a unit requiring big loads of energy supplies. The more of that comes from renewable sources, the better. And we can carry out our investments here in that field. We also started the tendering proceedings for the photovoltaic installations in our plots, in our facilities. So follow our website and follow the request for quotations or requests for information. We also keep on analyze our potential for the production of the renewable energy in our terrains, in our facilities, maybe helping us in the future to meet the sustainable development requirement increase. And that is all that I have presented. Joanna will have more comments from the perspective of ESG. Feel free to ask questions, but maybe after Paweł and Ania's presentation, because that will be a better time rather than now. Thank you.
Dziękujemy pani dyrektor za to
Thank you for this introduction.